Hello guys, welcome to the fourth video of this series. In this video, uh, we will be talking about the labels and the text boxes. So the first text box, the first label is name, and here is the text box. So we will enter the name of the employee. So I will simply enter employee. So when the enter is pressed, it the focus goes to the or the cursor goes to the next text box. So how I have done it, let me show it to you. So here, this is the label, and this is the text input. So in the text input, I have firstly we have to use the ID so that we can refer to the text in the text input in our Python file in our program. So here then the multi-line is set to false. Right tab is also set to false. So right tab, when the tab is entered, the cursor always goes in the forward direction, as you can see. So in here in our program, when the tab is pressed, it will not go to the in the forward direction. So that is why I have set it to false. Then on text validate, bs.focus is equal to true. On text validate, it means that when the enter key is pressed, uh, so then the focus will be transferred to this ID. This is the ID for the text input that is right next to it. So when enter is pressed, so the focus will go to the this text input. Now here in the basic salary, so in the basic salary text input, here we can only enter the numerical values, and we are not allowing the alphabets or strings in here. So this is done by this input filter, which is set to float. So it will accept only floats and will not allow any kind of alphabets or any other thing than the float. So in this text box we can enter only floats. So let's suppose we enter 7,000 here. So then the 7,500 plus they are added together, and they are shown here in the final total. Then when we press enter, it comes to the transport allowance. So let's enter the transport allowance. Then in the total leaves, let's enter some leaves. So the employee had taken one leave. So when one is pressed here, so it automatically calculates the total deduction here, and the total deduction is then deducted from the total salary, and the final total is uh, displayed in here. So this all is done by a function which is named the leaves dot. This is the leaves underscore calculation, which is in here in our main Python file. So here all the calculations are made. You can see it. So this is the all the calculation which are carried out when we are manipulating the values in here. So when I enter here two leaves, so you can notice that the bonus becomes 0. So I have set the program to this thing that when the leaves are 2 or greater than 2, there will be no bonus rewarded to the employee. So this is done in here uh, in the Python file. Let me find it. Here L is leaved for the self dot leaves dot text. So L is storing the leaves text, and then the double L is using the float of L. It will store the value in the form of string, and then the double L will convert it into the float value. So here is the condition. If the leaves are greater than or equal to 2, then the bonus dot text is equal to set to 0. So after this, when we hit the enter or press the enter key, so it skips the bonus and comes to the extra reduction. Here the bonus text input is set to read only mode, so that the user is not allowed to manipulate the video. Then the software will decide by itself whether the bonus is rewarded or not. So here uh, this is the label bonus, and this is the text input. Here the only mode is set to true. So when this is set to true, it means that the file is in the read only mode and the user is not allowed to manipulate the data inside the this file. Then there is the extra reduction. So if I enter some deduction here, it is the 400. It is also deducted from the total salary, and the final total is shown over here. Then here it is the description. So in description we can write the description for the extra reduction, that why the extra reduction is made from the employee. So if I enter here due to absence or whatever the reason is, so we can enter here the reason of the extra reduction. Then when we press the enter, the focus it disappears, and then the file is ready to be printed or to be saved to a text file. So this was all for today. In the next video we will be explaining the all these two buttons. There is the print button and then the saving button. So how to print the receipt and how to save it to the a file. So stay tuned, like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys.